Webtoon has given us another new great series, with quality art and hopefully good action as well. Hey, my name is Pyro Primer, and today I will tell you all about the first chapter of the new Webtoon Zom Gun. Given the appearance of the two characters on the header, I believe the elf-looking guy is the antagonist and the human is our protagonist. However, the lifeless look in the eyes of the human boy could very well mean we don't have a standard innocent protagonist as well. Maybe he is something like an anti-hero. I'm also going to share the art for you as well. Here, that's the human protagonist I'm talking about. He doesn't look too happy here. I like the design for the characters. If the looks of other people are on the same level, this webtoon at least is a winner in the design department. Good job, Sir Dai. The title alone isn't giving me much to go from. Between the gun, like from all the Naruto eyes, I am not too sure what it means. The Zom part at least makes me believe this story has something to do with zombies. So if that's true, I would say the elf guy is actually a zombie, but those are enough assumptions. Only so much can be said before reading the summary. Listen up, this is what the author Ongu has to say about the story. The world has already fallen. Remaining human survivors are oppressed under the iron rule of the Zomgans, half-human and half-zombie hybrids, who evolved from a viral outbreak that wiped out human civilization. The only thing that stands between Zomgans and total domination over humanity is the Eradication Front, a ragtag band of resistance fighters that includes transcenders, humans who possess special powers. The struggle against the undead looks hopeless until one day they come across Mirai On, a boy who cannot die. That was probably one of the longest summaries we had so far. We learned a lot from it. At first, it reminded me of the Dark Dr. Ikaruk talking about a viral outbreak that killed countless people. Plus, zombies started showing up here as well. The protagonist both being unable to die is another similarity. But that should be all of the similarities. Ikaru is a story that focuses on diseases and his journey to death. It's not a battle manga. Zomgan, on the other hand, already talked about resistance fighters trying to defeat the zombie elves. The concept of transcenders is also neat. That means we will have different superpowers, and so far they didn't limit it, which means everything can work. The potential for this is really infinite. Being unable to die is a great power for such a story, but just not dying isn't enough. I wonder how the boy Mirai will shift the balance in the resistance favor. As the elf guys are called zombies, I am also not sure if they are immortal. Maybe only another immortal can kill them, or maybe they can be killed anyways, I don't know. Expanded summaries are great to build up a lot of intrigue for me, and they can also replace some part of the exposition in the first chapter, so that we can instantly jump into the meat of the story, the important parts. What will Zomgan offer us? That is what I'm about to learn. I put the link for the webtoon in the description down below, just like always. If you want to check it out before I go over my thoughts and opinions, do it now. So give me just a second because I'm going to read it myself now. Here we are, back at it again with the review section of the first chapter of Zomgan. First of all, I need to take back what I said earlier. Mirai, the protagonist of this webtoon, is basically Ikaru, but with a combat focus. He wants to die, but no one could do it in years, so he probably is older than he looks. The summary saying he can't die is a bit of an understatement. Mirai not only has hyper regeneration that recombines his body if it gets sliced into pieces, he has also not shown any signs of feeling pain. And usage of what I would call superhuman strength was there as well. Overall, he is a beast capable of defeating entire Zomgan bases alone. The best part about him is his fighting style. His I don't care approach from being unable to die and feel pain is just amazing. I'm not sure if he doesn't feel pain, I would just believe he doesn't because he acts like he doesn't care if his head gets ripped off or if he takes out his brains or his bones or anything. He just doesn't care. He doesn't show any mercy to his opponents so far. And what do you think his weapons are? I'll give you a second because it isn't a basic answer. If you said he just uses his body, you are right, but slightly incorrect as well, or inaccurate, more like that. Mirai fights with his body, but not like a martial artist. He is an undead warrior, using his bones, organs, and everything else to defeat his opponents. Seeing him play baseball with what I assume is his brain is just spectacular. The resistance fighters didn't make an appearance in this chapter yet, and neither did the elf guy from the header. I thought all the Zomgans would have pointy ears, but that doesn't appear to be the case, so it begs the question why the one guy will be special. Maybe higher level Zomgan or the people from somewhere higher, like royal Zomgans or something, they have these pointy ears. But we will learn that in the future, I assume. Maybe the elf guy is a Zomgan, but he also has the special powers like the Transcenders, which makes him special and gave him these pointy ears. But I can be proven wrong pretty much in the next chapters, I assume. It will be really interesting to see other humans. After all, Mirai easily took care of his opponents in this chapter. If all the Zomgans are on this level, I don't see how humans with special abilities are struggling against them. Well, unless all these abilities are trash, like pyrokinesis, but you can only create a flame like a lighter. Yeah, that's not gonna be useful. I am looking at you, kid from Mob Psycho 100. At least we already know what the end will be like. Mirai will finally find death, and humanity will be saved. Well, that's the most generic ending possible. The story can go in many different directions. It depends on how long this webtoon will go on, and if it will have a happy ending, a bad ending, or an open ending. After just reading the first chapter, it is a bit too hard to come to a conclusive answer for that. I mean, technically, Mirai doesn't even have to ally with the humans. I assume he will do that, because he is a human himself, but if he's only looking for death, he could also ally with the Zomgans, give them the complete domination of the worlds, and then just make them kill him. There is a chance that could also work. What did you think of this chapter? Was it good? Was it bad? I am burning to hear your answers. A problem I can see coming up for Zom Gun is its protagonist. Even though I kind of like Mirai, an emotionless character like him is fun for a small span of time, but following someone like that for a long story, it could become boring in the long run. So let's hope his character has more to offer than just wanting to die and being strong. Learning more about his past and why he is seeking death is probably the crucial point for the success of this new webtoon. Hey, Pyro from the future here. I read more chapters and I can also say yes, his backstory adds a lot to his character and the story. Even though I think he is a bit too hard on himself, it is very interesting to see his backstory, what got released in the newest chapters from when this video is going to be released. So check out this webtoon if you are interested in some good quality stories in action. I also like that they used a feature that makes Webtoon unique. All 3 currently available chapters or episodes, whatever you want to call them, have music for a better experience. In the first chapter we had heard an OST I can only describe as unsettling, anxiety-inducing, and exciting. It further improves the scenes, giving them more feeling, as we not only see the story but also hear what the creators wanted to show us. The more senses are active during an activity, the more you can enjoy it. That's why eating food is so great. You can see it, feel it, smell it, and taste it. In some cases, hearing it is there as well. But I don't think that's the main factor for food. But for webtoons, you can see, you can feel emotionally, and you can hear it as well. And that is just amazing. I would love for more webtoons to use music to accentuate the situation. I think the problem with that is just that commissioning or creating original soundtracks is just too expensive or time consuming, for weekly releases especially. The webtoon creators should at least use this feature for climaxes or special moments. Having a unique selling point will further help webtoon in surpassing the classic way of showing manga. I expect nice action from this webtoon, and that's all I can say because besides action, the first chapter didn't have too much. However, future chapters won't be the same. I can already see setup for Mirai's characterization, the mystery of Zomgans and their appearances, the drama of trying to save the world, and if other characters get well established, we might have some tragic deaths as well. Maybe these deaths after Mirai becomes friends with them is what brings him back to life, because he notices that these were his friends, and if they died while he was just trying to die himself, he feels regret and he wants to save the people while he can't do that. A nice story thread would also be Mirai discovering emotions because he finds friends and people to love. Where do you see this webtoon go? What do you want to see Mirai do? With other big webtoon coming to an end, the website is in search for the next big thing. Who knows, maybe Zomgan will be just that. Last but not least, the score for the webtoon Zomgan will be a 7 out of 10. A nice start to an incredible adventure. But that's all from me for today. All that's left to be said is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. This has been Pyroprima, your local fire elemental, and if you want to learn more about another survival story, this video is for you. See you again, bye!